Troops killed top Boko Haram ISWAP commander Abu Khalid in Sambisa Forest. Anambra State Government announces a reopening of Onitsha main market on Monday. On the foreign scene, preparations underway for full reopening of Gaza's Rafah border crossing. And good afternoon and welcome to Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television. My name is Femi Da Silva. Getting started. Troops of the Joint Task Force in Northeast Operation Hadinkai have neutralized the top Boko Haram ISWAP leader identified as Abu Khalid. He is the second in command of Boko Haram in the Sambisa Forest, alongside 10 other terrorists during the night operation in Borno State. The Theater Command Media Information Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday. He disclosed that the achievement was barely 24 hours after troops eliminated the notorious Boko Haram ISWAP commander, Julai Bib, operating within the Gujba axis of the Timbuktu Triangle. According to him, the successful engagement by the troops resulted in the recovery of 5 AK-47 rifles, magazines, several bicycles, assorted logistics and food items, as well as huge medical consumables. Uba said there was no casualty recorded among the troops during the operation, adding that the clearance operations continue across the Sambisa Forest, Mandara Mountains, Timbuktu Triangle, and other known hideouts of terrorists in the region. Down the south, the Oyo State Police Command has arrested 7 suspects in connection with the attack on the Old Oyo National Park, Oloka area, which claimed 5 lives. The command disclosed this in a statement by its spokesperson, DSP Olayinka Alayonde, who said the arrests were achieved through a coordinated onslaught by combined security forces. The deadly attack occurred on January 6 at about 9 p.m. when armed bandits reportedly arrived in large numbers on motorcycles, armed with sophisticated firearms. They invaded the Old Oyo National Park office and launched a violent attack. DSP Alayonde disclosed that 3 suspects were initially arrested, which subsequently led to the apprehension of 4 additional suspects, including the alleged mastermind of the attack. The command stated that the arrested suspects, including the alleged mastermind and the ringleader, had continued to provide credible and actionable intelligence, strengthening ongoing efforts to apprehend other fleeing members of the gang. The police command further reassured residents of the state of its commitment to safeguarding lives and property, urging the members of the public to refrain from spreading unverified information capable of undermining public peace. In Ebonyi State, Governor Francis Nwifuru has ordered the removal of traditional rulers in the Masiri clan of Afikpo local government area and directed the withdrawal of their staff of office. He also sacked the Commissioner for Tertiary Education from the area, Amari Omaka, and dissolved the entire political and traditional leadership structure of the community. The actions followed the violent attack on Okporojo in Oso Eda community, Eda local government area, during which 4 persons were allegedly beheaded, with their heads taken away by assailants from the Amasiri clan. The governor gave the directives on Saturday during an on-the-spot assessment visit to Okporojo, where he addressed the residents, community leaders, security agencies, and government officials. Governor Nwifuru described the attack as most unfortunate and said such a barbaric act should never be tolerated in Ebonyi State. He assured that the state government would decisively deal with the perpetrators, stressing that the lives lost would not be in vain.
I want to assure the people of Okporojo Autonomous Community, the area local government, the government of Ebonyi State will definitely show to the perpetrators what made them government, and you will see it happening. We're going to decisively take actions that will speak very loud. But I plead with all of you to do the part of peace. So on this note, the Development Union executive and all the villages in Amashiri community is hereby dissolved. The traditional ruler certificate is hereby withdrawn. All the government appointee from Amashiri is hereby sacked. From the management committee down to the commissioner, anyone from Amashiri is hereby sacked. All the village heads in all the Amashiri villages is hereby removed.
Turning to politics, Vice President Kashim Shettima has described the ruling All Progressives Congress APC as a party where differences find direction. Shettima, who stated this when he formally received Governor Agbu Kefas of Taraba State on behalf of President Bola Tinubu in Jalingo, said the APC had shown that it is a party of performance. The Vice President said Governor Kefas's decision to join the APC reinforces the party's principles and strengthens national cohesion. The Vice President further said the APC was conceived as a unifying platform designed to bring the nation's diverse regions together around a shared national purpose. According to him, Taraba's entry into the ruling parties strengthens that convergence at multiple levels, noting that to have Taraba firmly within this fold is to strengthen that convergence. Also speaking, APC's national chairman, Nentawe Yiwata, thanked the governor for saving the state from what he called the sinking PDP. On his part, Governor Kefas said his decision to defect to the ruling party was not about playing politics or dwelling in the past, but to live with purpose.
It's a thing of pride that Taraba has joined the APC poll. In the north, the whole of the north central sub-region has become an APC territory. Of all the 7 states in the northwest, only 1 belongs to the opposition. But here in the northeast, hitherto, we shared the states into 3 50-50. But now with the coming of Taraba State, we believe that in the fullness of time, our brothers in Adamawa and Bauchi will follow suit and align themselves with the government.
Today, I stand before you not to make noise, but to make meaning to today's event. Not to dwell on the past, but to define the future. Not to play politics, but to lead with purpose. This event today, originally scheduled for November 19, 2025, was respectively postponed in solidarity with the people of Kebbi and other affected states following the tragic abduction of school children. Let me be clear today, I have moved from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives.
This shifting motivation is the right thing he has done. Shifting from the sinking PDP, shifting from the sinking PDP, the sick PDP, the PDP that is a deep ocean and is sinking. The life jacket that has given the whole to Taraba, moving from PDP to APC, is the biggest achievement.
In the meantime, the Labour Party has resolved to commence its congresses from March 2026 and begin a nationwide revalidation of its membership alongside the registration of new members. The party also expressed regret over the exit of its presidential candidate in the 2023 general election, Peter Obi. According to a statement issued this morning by the Chief Press Secretary to the Abia State Governor, Ukoha, the decisions were taken at a joint meeting of the party's National Executive Committee and the Interim National Committee held in Abuja on Saturday. The meeting was chaired by the Abia State Governor, Alex Oti. Resolved to set up a timetable for the party's congresses at the ward, local government, state, and zonal levels, culminating in a national convention. The congresses are scheduled to begin in March 2026. The meeting further agreed to establish a reconciliation committee to engage aggrieved members willing to return to the party. It further called on the former national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, and his team to sheath their swords and return to the party. In another development, the Anambra State Government has announced the reopening of the Onitsha Market on Monday for full economic and commercial activities, assuring traders and residents of adequate security. It would be recalled that Governor Chukwuma Soludo ordered the closure of the market for 1 week following the failure of traders to comply with the state government's directive to disregard the Monday sit-at-home order. The governor gave the directive on Monday during an on-the-spot assessment of the market, warning that the closure could be extended if traders failed to comply. However, in a statement this morning, the State Commissioner for Information, Law, MEFO, announced that the 1 week closure had elapsed and directed traders to resume normal business activities tomorrow. MEFO urged the traders to ignore threats from non-state actors, assuring them of maximum security, and encouraged residents to report any security concerns via the emergency line 5111. Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State on Saturday hosted the Archbishop of Canterbury, His Grace Justin Welby, at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim Government House, describing the visit as a moment of reflection on the state's evolving peace and stability. The visit took place on the sidelines of the Archbishop's engagement at the Ahmadu Bello University, highlighting Kaduna State's progress in peace building and interfaith harmony. Recalling his first visit to Kaduna in 2002, a period marked by ethno-religious violence and deep-rooted divisions, Archbishop Welby noted the transformation the state has undergone. He commended the relative peace, unity, and stability presently evident across the state, noting that it was due to such improvements that informed his decision to visit Governor Sani. On his part, Governor Sani commended Welby for the visit and reflections, describing them as a validation of the state government's deliberate approach to peace building. He further assured that the state will continue to build on the gains achieved, with a focus on replacing fear with trust and strengthening social cohesion for collective progress. You are watching Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television, where we'll be right back after this break.